Hello, long time no see. What's up? I've been addicted to 2XKO real bad. It's Flash Terry. Most of y'all know me. If you don't know me, welcome to the channel, I guess. I've been playing 2XKO in my free time a little bit, and by a little bit I mean a little too much. I have over 1,000 games on Braum, but I am trying to compete in the game again. So I've been taking it a little serious in between my two jobs. I actually just quit one of my jobs to play a little bit more, so we're gonna see. But anyways, I just wanted to make this video just to yap about some of the reasons why I love this game so much, or why I'm just enjoying it a lot. And first things first, first and foremost, is keyboard optimization. That's the video. Bye! No, but seriously, the fact that the game plays so well on keyboard, there's so many buttons to press, and I'm a keyboard warrior. As y'all know, I played, or you might not know, I talk like everybody knows me. I played Multiverses and Brawlhalla growing up. Those were my fighting games to play, so now that I have a tag fighter that I can play on keyboard, I be eating. Feels like some of the devs on the team play keyboard. Other than that, while we're on the topic, I want to go over some of my 2XKO bindings for you guys, just because a lot of people ask me, what are my binds, how am I playing keyboard? You can't keep getting away with this type. Teehee. Alright, binding check. I light attack with J, medium attack with K, heavy attack with L, and then special 1, special 2 is U and I. I think default they have it as N and M. I think going up to press my specials has always felt more natural to me. I also just use U and I in my other games, so it's more comfortable. All my tagging is done with left shift. I think it's the easiest button to just have your pinky over it. Other than that, I throw with E, dash with space, so anytime I need to do air dash, use U plus space. And then I parry with O, break with semicolon, and then I use WASD for movement. So basically my hands are like this, like a little piano. Those are my binds. So if you're, for some god awful reason, I don't know who blessed me to play keyboard, but if you're like me and you like to play keyboards with your fighting games, this is the one. Alright, now that we got that out of the way, let's talk movement. Moving around this game feels so dynamic and clean. I personally play one of the slowest and sluggiest characters in the game, being Braum. But even then, as you can see from some of these clips, I swear to God, I'd be flying around the stage. I also play Echo, who has some of the coolest movement and sauce I've ever seen in any game. Right, if you're seeing this, don't nerf him. Just let him be broken. If we gonna have characters being dropped that are as broken as Teemo, I think Echo at his state should be the baseline. Hey, I know y'all think I'm trolling. Maybe not like some of the super things that he's doing in the corner. Super cancel into the neutral, into the super again, into the take into the super again. Maybe that needs to be toned down a little bit. But other than that, I think Echo is a great baseline for how powerful characters could be. Because a lot of times in these fighting games, they'll get dropped, get released, and then once somebody starts crying about one thing, the entire community will start crying. They'll nerf it, and then all of a sudden they're not fun to play anymore, and this is a cycle that's going to keep continuing until no character is fun except for the new characters that get released. That's why power creep gets so bad in these games, because with live service gaming, for some reason people forgot that there were versions of fighting games that did not get patches at all. Either your character was good or your character is bad. But now that we have this buff nerf live service shenanigans that everybody wants, it just creates a cycle. So right, don't go too hard on my boy. I know he was in every single slot of a fight series tournament, but he deserves it. He literally rewinds time. Anyways, Echo aside, you got characters like Ahri, Yasuo, Teemo, and Jinx who literally fly around the stage. I know I said I fly as Braum, but they actually propel themselves in the air. And the animations feel clean enough to where it feels good, it looks good. I'm a big fan of movement in these games. I'm not too familiar with tag fighters, but as somebody that has the brain of a plat fighter, it feels like a platformer sometimes, especially with how many Jinx Teemos I keep running into. I'm literally playing a bullet hell. I'm not even playing a fighting game anymore. And it could be bad for some people, but I personally have been enjoying it a lot. Next thing is combos and inputs. They're really easy to learn in this game. You could put one person in the lab with one really good bread and butter, and that person could probably beat somebody else. That makes sense. If I had a little brother, I do have a little brother. If I put my little brother on Ahri and teach him the Ahri bread and butter, I feel like he could be a diamond level player. It's really simple to just figure out how the combo system works in the game because you can just delete people. The combos in this game are so long and they do so much damage that it pretty much is two interaction gameplay. But between how good the offense is and how many defensive options you have, it actually feels really fair. The defensive options in this game almost feel unlimited. You have blocking, push blocking, you got your break, your assist, you have get attacks, tech rolls, parries. There's just so many ways to avoid getting hit that once you actually catch somebody and do the damage, it feels genuinely rewarding. And that's something I'm always looking for in my games. I'm somebody that played a lot of Brawlhalla. Brawlhalla has one defensive option that goes 8 ways, and that's the dodge. There's also character-specific defensive options. I personally abuse Braum Shield, but you also have Yasuo's Wind Wall that deletes projectiles and gives him cross-map pressure. We'll get on to Yasuo another day. Like I said, don't nerf Echo. Yasuo, delete him. Looking at you, K7. So between combos and inputs being easy to learn, but also having really good and easy defensive options, the game just feels kind of easy and fluid to play. As somebody, like I said, I don't play tag fighters often. This one is eating me real bad. I'm also just an Arcane fanboy, falling hard for the world. I've always wanted to get into League, but top-down MOBAs just never really hit for me. So having a fighting game where these characters is just really exciting. I watched Echo in Arcane. A year later, they just announced
run
2XKO,
away from my Braum, bro.
and now I get to play Echo, and I dressed as him for Halloween.
Just run.
I'm eating. I'm enjoying it. This world is mine.
Combo by somebody dressed like Echo.
This feels great.
It's so sad.
From what I could tell, they're not afraid to make the characters just as dynamic as they are in League as well. Teemo is actually playing a MOBA. Teemo is not playing a fighting game, bro. Teemo is playing a hero shooter, an adventure, he's playing every game but a fighting game. But while we're talking about League, that's Riot, and we all know what Riot does for their tournaments. They already have the first Impact tourney going on, where they're basically just adding additional thousands of dollars to local tournaments to XKO. So the long run competitive stature of the game feels like it's gonna be well supported.
You know, he might have a reason.
So while I'm not competing yet, because I was working the 2 jobs, but just quit one. So tourney is Saturday if everything goes as planned. I've been watching the tournaments and just knowing how much money they're putting into it is really cool. I also see a future of this game where it's not only an open beta. I think it will continue to grow and build on itself. I think Leffen said it. No fighting game was good on launch, and this one's good in my opinion. But some people are seeing where the cracks are starting to form. That's every modern game. My boy Dave says it the best. People will optimize the fun out of a game. And it's gonna happen, like I said, but you just gotta find a way to have fun. I'm having fun by playing counter meta. Y'all gonna see my Braum Shield everywhere. But there's 171 champs in League, so only having 11 right now just gives me so much hope for the future. And there's no way that this game is gonna shut down some aforementioned games. Oh, speaking of aforementioned games, a similar reason to why I love that game, duo play is just so fun, bro. Having somebody else to blame on why you taking your L's, it feels so much more calm on the mental. It's like, oh, we lost. But it wasn't I lost. We lost. And also when you're actually destroying people with the way the tag system feels, it just literally feels like a JJK fight. You're just jumping people back to back. You're passing them back and forth. Y'all just throwing hands. So always good to grab a homie in these games, and having a tag fighter best duo play, just they really hit the spot with this one. Well, I think that's all I actually had to talk about. We kept that short, kept that brief. Thank you all for watching this video. If you're watching at home, good night. Sleep well. Rest up, my son. Other than that, if y'all don't know who I am, Flash Terry, I'm back. And we are grinding. This journey doesn't stop. All these clips were taken off of my TikTok stream. I don't know if I'll be on TikTok again. I'm gonna try to transition back to streaming on Twitch just because it's a little more consistent and more people can find me. But I will try to keep the TikTok up as well. I need a new computer. The computer I'm playing on right now is shite. It's so bad, but it's all good. We gonna figure it out. But leave a like if you enjoyed. Potentially subscribe if you want to see more. eat well, sleep well, and keep gaming. Never stop gaming.